Welcome to another Toyota Landcruiser Prado Build episode. This video is the final video of a Part 3 series I'm releasing. In Part 1, I showed you in detail everything you need to know to be able to take out the rear seats of the Prado to open up a nice space for a new floor and a drawer unit. In Part 2, I showed you how to sound deaden the rear of your Prado to ensure you don't interfere with any of the vehicle functions, as well as demonstrating the minimum amount of material needed to save you money. In this video, I will show you how to build a new floor and how to bolt this down, saving you hundreds of dollars and hours of experimenting in the process. Before we get started, please be sure to click the subscribe button. Let's begin. The material you'll want to get for this project is Marine Plywood. That is what I've used here. I purchased a project panel from Bunnings, which comes pre-cut to the size of A10mm by 1220mm, and I use a thickness of 12mm. It costs $85 for this piece. If you were to build shelves and drawers entirely out of this stuff, it would cost quite a lot of money. There is some debate about the efficacy of marine ply compared to standard plywood. From my research, the general consensus is that marine ply fares better in conditions where it is repeatedly exposed to water. Given I'm making a floor, water tends to find its way down, so if water is going to sit anywhere, it's going to be on the floor. In a later video, I'll be making a set of drawers to sit on top of this floor. For these drawers, I'll be using standard plywood to keep the cost down and so I can make some comparisons to the marine plywood. With the materials conversation out of the way, let's talk about the build steps. Step 1. I intend on keeping the side wings for aesthetic purposes, but these have plastic pieces that interfere with the perfectly rectangular shape of the rear of the car. I thought it'd be the perfect time to test out my new Dremel tool, which has a cut-off wheel function. I use this to trim the pieces, and I use the mini drum sanding attachment to round off the edges. This works quite well. Step 2. With the space now fully maximized, measure the length and width that you want your new floor to be. I was satisfied with the length dimension of the pre-cut panel being A10mm, but the 1220mm side will need to be trimmed to fit the width of the car. I first cut the panel to 1150mm, which ended up being too wide. So I made one final cut of 1100mm, which ended up fitting flush. Step 3. With the panel fitting in the car nicely, you'll notice an issue. The panel will be sitting on top of the plastic key transponder module, which could damage the unit and reduce functionality of your keyless system. To fix this, I used my 50mm offcut and screwed it down to the rearmost edge of the panel to provide some clearance for the keyless module. This also leveled out the floor so it's not sloping down. Step 4. I noticed that there is a slight curve from side to side of the Prado's rearmost floor panel. You can jigsaw your support to compensate for this. However, I chose to use sticky gel dots designed to keep furniture from slipping, which I placed over the 5 holes that were left over from removing the rear plastic fascia. This does 2 things. 1, it stops dust and water entering the vehicle, as the plastic clips were actually blocking dust and water from coming in. And 2, it provides dampened contact points, meaning you're not getting plywood on metal creaking and squeaking. With these placed on those holes, the final job is to drill out the holes for the 4 mounting bolts to tie the floor to the rear. Step 5. To make drilling holes for the bolts to go through easier, place the bolts that you took from their holes, put them back into the holes about a half turn to a full turn. Color the top of the bolt with a marker or put some paint on top of the bolt and push down on the plywood panel. Repeat this for all of the bolts. Remove the plywood and drill out the holes where the marker or the paint left a mark. You might be off by a little bit, so drill out the holes where they need to be. I only had 2 holes that were off by a few millimeters. Step 6. With the holes drilled, you can use the factory bolts for the 2 middle frontmost holes, as the panel sits straight on top of the ridge where the holes are. However, the rear is a different story. Because the support we made for the rear, your factory bolts will not reach, as they're about 15mm too short. You can try and find a bolt that will do the job, and if you can, by all means do that. But I couldn't find a bolt that would work, so I did the next best thing, which is now step 7. Step 7. I went to the hardware store and I purchased this, which is essentially just a rod of thread. Make sure you buy 2 nuts and washers that fit this thread, but I already had some at home. I screwed the rod into the hole of the car and marked where the top of the bolt would be positioned. You'll notice how I simulate the bolt pushing down on the panel, as I don't want excess thread hanging out of the nut when I go to install my drawer system. I then cut it off with an angle grinder. Step 8. With your makeshift bolts done, put thread locker such as Loctite on the end of the thread that goes into the car. Use pliers to twist it firmly into the hole. You should now have your 2 threads sticking out of the panel. Put the washers down and twist the nut onto the threads, which will then push the panel down to the floor. You have now successfully made a new floor for your Prado. I'll probably put a side support on later to help with improving the rigidity of the floor, but for now it works really well. I've put all my camping gear in there and it's nice and quiet and provides plenty of room. I hope you got some ideas from this mini series and it provided you with some information you need to quickly and cheaply remove the rear seats from the back and make your own floor. The overall cost of this project is roughly $150, including sound deadening. I'll be making my own drawers in an upcoming video, which I'll aim to keep the cost down to that too, so that is a better alternative than a cheap set of drawers. If this video was helpful, click that subscribe button as these videos take quite a lot of time to make. I'll see you guys in the comments section. Thanks for watching.